What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again.
With Pixel Sandwich.
And today we are on episode 9 of the Shark and Pixel Show, and today we're doing the top 5 buried treasure games, or otherwise known as games that you may not have played but should have. And just trying to spread some love to some titles that may not have gotten it when they first came out, really.
In a gaming world where, the giants like Guitar Hero, Madden, and GTA are the only games that sell.
Call of Duty.
A lot of games get overlooked.
Yeah, let's kick it off. Number 5. I'll let you go first this time. What do you have for number 5?
Okay, I have actually a GameCube game.
Okay.
That was made by the developers of the cult hit for the Dreamcast Seaman called Odama.
I was gonna say that, dude. I was gonna guess it. Nice.
And it's a war pinball game, and it is awesome. It's one of the most inventive, crazy games ever that you actually control with a microphone, and you have this like tampon microphone that you stick into the top of the GameCube controller, and you can speak commands to your troops through that while playing pinball and trying to fuck up the guy's base. And it's just really, really cool. It was in like a giant box because it came with the microphone, and it was hard as balls, but it was a lot of fun. If you guys can find it, I definitely think it's just one that everybody should have in their collections. It's so different.
I actually just saw that on eBay yesterday, and I almost picked it up.
Nice, it's awesome.
I've never played it, but I know that you like it a lot, and I usually go with recommendations that you give me. So
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't land a copy of that, especially because I just found my GameCube today.
Awesome.
All right, for me, number 5 was Mr. Mosquito for the PS2. This game, it did get a little boring a little bit into it because it was kind of repetitive, but I mean, it was so original and so. I mean, basically, you're playing as a mosquito. And you're flying through this family's house, and your goal is to like fly through and suck their blood and get away from them before you get killed, before they swat you. I mean, just that alone, you should just go out and play it just for that basis alone. The fact that it's that original and that creative.
I still can't believe that somebody decided to release that here.
Yeah, and
but I'm so glad that they did.
I was a fool because I owned it like when it first came out. I got a used copy. And I ended up selling it because I ended up getting like a good price for it on like Amazon or something. Someone bought it from me, and now it's like $20 and $30 to actually buy it now. So it's like
I almost had that on my list.
Oh, I'm so angry I sold that game, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do? All right, number 4. What are you looking at?
I actually have another GameCube game.
Nice.
It's called Cubivore: Survival of the Fittest.
Right.
It was actually supposed to be a N64 game, and it looks like one. But you play this like little animal, and you have to go around devouring other animals. So it's kind of like a carnivore thing. Mm-hmm. And depending on who you eat, you like grow different limbs, and you can grow your animal all different ways. It's one of the most Japanese games I've ever played before, but it's got a really, really weird art style where everything's made of like squares. Mm-hmm. And it's a game that if you haven't played, you at least have to try just to say that you've experienced it. I think it's a really great game.
It kind of almost sounds like a Katamari game or something like that.
It has like that quirky niche feel to it.
Yeah.
But it's just so unique. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah, I've actually heard of that game. So far, I've actually heard of both of your games, which is weird for me.
I think you're going to hear of all mine.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I know you've heard of my number 4, and actually my number 4 is River City Ransom.
Wow.
I really feel that not enough people got that experience from that cartridge.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know that it's a cult classic, and the fact that it's a cult classic and not just a regular classic means that there's a large portion of audience that didn't play it. And I was thinking you may actually even have that game on your list, but then I was like, nah, probably not. But for those of you who don't know what it is, it's really hard to describe. I think
it's kind of like Yakuza, actually.
Yeah, it's like an 8-bit Yakuza where you're wandering around town. It's as open world as you could get in an 8-bit game. Yeah. You're beating up rival gangs, collecting money. You're buying items for yourself. It's almost like an RPG, but a beat 'em up as well.
Talk about games that were ahead of their time.
Oh God, that game is just so amazing, and I would have probably had it higher on my list, but I just as always, there's other ones that kind of. At least for me, were more important, for me to be playing. So, but River City Ransom, if you guys have never played that game, First of all, for shame, and second of all, go out and get it, even if it's like the Game Boy Advance version or something. Just go out and play some version of it,
Right.
because it's worth your time and money. But believe us, we're both big fans of that game. So
Yeah, absolutely.
but all right, number 3. What are you looking at?
I have a shooter for the PS2. I did a video of this on my channel before I deleted it like a dumbass, but it's Cold Winter. It's one of my favorite shooters of all time, and I don't think a lot of people played it. It's actually developed by Swordfish, the same people that brought us 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Nice.
Which, as you and I know, is a fucking fantastic
Such a
game.
great game, yeah.
And who would have thought, right?
That should have been on our list.
Yeah, I know, right? But Cold Winter, it's just so great because you can actually move cover. You can search dead bodies and use what you find on them to make new items. There's dismemberment. There's heads flying, limbs flying, blood everywhere. It's just, I love it. I think the plot kind of sucked, but if you're looking for a great shooter that not a lot of people played, it actually had online play that I played quite a bit actually. But Cold Winter for the PS2. Pick it up if you've never played it.
Yeah, I've actually never played any of the games that you've said so far. That's kind of cool. For me, number 3 was actually Harvest Moon 64.
Wow.
That game, again, it's a cult classic, and again, I'm using the same reasoning as River City Ransom that that I know a lot of people did play, but it was in such short supply. Even when it first came out, if you remember when that game first hit, it was even hard to find it in stores when it first hit the stores.
Right.
And it was just a bitch to try to find it, and I've actually never owned it before. I rented it a lot, and I played yours a lot back in the day. But I mean, as you guys know, Harvest Moon has been around for ages now. But this was actually only the second title in the series, the first one being on the Super Nintendo, and I think this is really the only one that got it right. And all the other ones had certain elements that were like, okay, this is pretty good, but then it would fail at other parts. Where this game is just fun from beginning to end. I don't know if you remember. I think I actually beat it when I lived by you.
Yeah.
And that's like impossible.
This actually, to this day, is still my favorite Harvest Moon game.
It is, yeah, absolutely. And I think, like I said, I think it's the only one they actually got the entire experience the right. They did it the right way.
It's a total package.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the best one ever, and I don't think they'll ever trump that, honestly. So, all right, number 2.
It's kind of weird. I have played all of yours so far. My number 2 is Dreamfall for the Xbox. If you guys are fans of point-and-click adventure games on the old PC, you have to play Dreamfall. I think it's actually on Xbox 360 to download under the originals. But, oh my god, talk about a great story. Just a freaking great game. It is an adventure game, so it's a little slow-paced. But if you're willing to put in the time and have some patience for a great gaming experience, you really should pick it up. Dreamfall, it's amazing.
Yeah, again, I haven't played that one either, so.
You'd love it. You really would, because you love point-and-click.
Yeah. For me, number 2 is Shenmue.
Nice. I was gonna put that, but I figure everyone's sick of me talking about Shenmue.
I was gonna say, you don't have it? Oh my god. Well, I'll say it for you then. Yeah, Shenmue. I mean, we've been through this a bunch of times. I don't need to spend too much time talking about it. It's one of the most amazing games. Probably, it's the most amazing game on the Dreamcast. And for any of you guys out there playing Yakuza right now while you're listening to this video, this game kind of did the same thing but preceded it. So definitely worth every dollar you pick it up for. So
yeah, it's still my favorite game of all time.
Absolutely, it's a great game. And number 1, what do you have?
You guys have heard me talk about this game a lot, and I really think that this is one of the most criminally underlooked games in the last couple of gaming generations. Breakdown for the Xbox. I think that game had so much potential, and it was set up for a sequel, and nobody bought it. I was so mad. I actually went out and bought it for $50 the day that it came out, and like 2 weeks later, it was at Target for like $19.99.
Oh.
Because it was tanking so hard.
Never a good sign. Yeah.
Oh, I was so mad. But I mean, talk about an amazing game. First-person adventure game. It's not all shooting on the Xbox. It's just got a great story. It was one of the first game. I think it was the first game to do first-person fighting. It's just incredible if you guys can pick it up.
And it's now official. Your entire list I have not played.
Get on this, dude.
I know.
Start playing this shit.
I know, right? For me, my number 1 was Chibi Robo for the GameCube. Right. It's, I think, very, as you put it, criminally under or overlooked. it's a great little Japanese game. It's the typical off-center way of thinking that they always go about with their stuff. You're this little tiny robot that you live with a family, and like your entire goal in life is to keep them happy. So like you go around cleaning their house, and you know, if they're looking for something they can't find it and they're getting mad, that like you help them find it, and they praise you and they love you, and it's really quirky and really off-center, and it's just a really charming game, and kind of like Mr. Mosquito, it's just a real original way of thinking and stuff. So
I played your whole list, dude.
That's awesome.
It's a fail for you. You gotta pick some obscure games.
Yeah, they're my favorites. But anyway, so all right, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. That's our top 5 little buried treasure list, so to speak. But until next time, guys, this is AC Card Shark
and Pixel Sandwich.
All right, take care.